Record. Hello, Adam Podsednik. Thank you so much for joining me today for an interview about your company, Rebirthe, a company I am a huge fan of, as you can see. Wearing my favorite Rebirthe tank top.
Yes, I love that one.
Thank you so much for joining me. Which one are you wearing?
I'm wearing Bowie.
Oh, I love it.
Hand drawn, hand painted. It was for a client that ordered it, and when I did it, I was like, I have to make myself one. So.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah. I have a lot of shirts that I have accumulated over, because I kind of feel like it's a co-creation process. Like they give me an idea and I paint it. And then afterwards, I'm like, that is so good. I'm making myself one. So.
I know. I love all the designs. I seriously want to buy like everything you've ever made. But we'll talk more about your designs in a little bit.
Okay.
Why don't you first share with us a little bit about Rebirthe?
Rebirthe. Well, okay. I have a background in fashion. I lived in Los Angeles for 12 years, and I worked for a company, and I worked as a merchant. And it was a women's company called BB. They are no longer have stores.
Oh my gosh, Adam! My prom dress was from BB.
Oh. Yeah, a lot of people say that, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but
my best friend and I got matching dresses. I'm not kidding.
Oh, you'll have to show me like later. I want to see.
Okay, tell me more though.
Because it may have been the one like I bought or something. I don't know. But and also I was a freelance stylist, fashion stylist. So I would do television shows, and I would help other stylists as well. So like I did American Idol, I did True Blood, I did Pretty Little Liars. Yeah. So I worked with a lot of celebrities, and I worked with fashion. And
I had no idea.
Yeah. And I was there for 12 years, and then I got fired from my job out of nowhere. I had gone to Japan and opened up a store, and I was a celebrity stylist there, and I was on the red carpet and was there for a week and a half, and flew back, and they're like, we want to talk about it. And I walked in, and they're like, we're letting you go. So that's a whole different story. And I ended up in Florida with my fiance Val. And I guess as a child, I was always creative. So I was always drawing and coloring. Like I would just sit there for hours. Like I understand children with iPads now. Like they don't have any imagination. Like I would just sit and draw for hours and hours. But I grew up with my great grandparents, and they would tell me, oh, you're very artistic, but there's no future in that. Yep. So, it discouraged me, and I didn't believe in myself once I got into like tween teens, and I ended up going to college for business. But then I fell into fashion accidentally. The universe had a plan for me, and that's what happened in Los Angeles. So when I came to Florida, I had a dark place. I was drinking a lot, and then Val introduced me to my spiritual path. I remember I met you at level 1, and you asked me, we sat next to each other on the first day, and you asked me, why are you here? And I'm like, I think I'm here because of my boyfriend. Like, I'm here to support him. And you're like, no, you're not. And then I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm here for me. Like, this is my path. And that was when, like, it was ding, 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 ding. And I was painting beforehand, but I started painting more and started making shirts for light workers. And, the rest is history. Now it's kind of blowing up. It started as a hobby. I remember Val one day, he's a yoga teacher, and said, I want you to paint me a shirt of an elephant. And I was like, really? So he said, yeah, I want to wear it to yoga. So I did. I painted him a shirt of an elephant, and the yoga people saw it. He wore it on the Facebook Live, and I've been getting orders ever since. And I've been progressing and making more elaborate stuff as this whole year has progressed. So I love it. Wow. My path.
So how long, what's that timeline? When was that?
That was maybe like last year, December of last year. So I've only been
really
painting for about a year. Yeah. But I had a fashion background, and I've always loved to do art. And I just felt like this is my path, and I'm not going to let anyone tell me that it's not going to be successful, because it is. I was put on this earth to use my abilities, and this is what I choose to do.
Those words really resonate with me. I think that a lot of times as creatives, though, we're told the same things that you were told as a child by your grandparents. I was told the same things from my loving parents, right? Like, people mean well and they say, well, you can't make a living out of that, so do something else. And now here you are in this place where you're like, I don't care about those things. Those things aren't real. What limiting beliefs did you have to overcome to get to this place of pure, I know why I'm here. I know that this is why I incarnated at this time to give these gifts. What allowed you to do that? What limiting beliefs did you conquer?
Well, like you said, growing up and being told that I wouldn't be successful, even though it was from a place of love, but it just
That was
wasn't.
mine, but it still hit me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's still, yeah, and it's fighting that ego, fighting those limiting beliefs is like meditation to me. It's an everyday process. Like they still pop up to me, they still affect me, they still try to attack, and I just have to be strong and practice with knowing that my worth it's good. So but I also worth, like, I had a hard time with my own worth, like asking for payment for what I do. Do you
Mm.
get that?
Oh, yeah.
Like when I like my first shirts, I was doing them for, like, I wasn't making any profit, because I didn't believe in myself. And that's another struggle of mine, because like, I didn't know what my worth was. And
Mhm.
it's amazing. I mean, I recommend to everyone that is out there that feels that way, is like having a spiritual running buddy. I'm really lucky. My fiance, Val White, if you don't know him, you should check him out. He's amazing.
Check them
But
out.
he
Check them
introduced
out.
me to spirituality. And he introduced me to his path, and he takes me out of the dark place. When I had those limiting beliefs attack me, he takes me right out. And I think it's just like, if you don't have someone right here, you can pick up the phone and find someone. I know that you have a few spiritual running buddies that
Mm-hmm.
you just you need them,
I
so
highly recommend it. Yeah.
yeah. So just know your worth, and know that the ego, and a lot of, like, self-help books is what, like, brought me, Gabby Bernstein and Marianne Williamson, and learning that the ego is here and these limiting beliefs are crap. So
Right, they're not real, and that's the whole thing, is they feel so
exactly.
real. And yet we're like, but I know this isn't real. I was just listening to Abraham today. If you're watching and you're not familiar, Google Abraham Hicks. You won't be disappointed. But Abraham was saying that, a woman was saying, how do I find my worth? And Abraham basically laughed and was like, it's inherent. Right? Like, you are born as an extension of source. Like, there's nothing to find.
Right.
It's just who
Yes,
you are. Like,
you have it. You just have to
recognize it.
realize it, and yes,
It's
and
natural. You
accept
don't
it.
have to go find it. You
Own
don't have
it.
to earn it. It's naturally just what you are born with. And yet we allow ourselves to pile up all this like dirt on us, telling us that, no, we can't shine. We're not worthy of that. And that's just BS.
Yeah. It is BS. It's not a degree you can go get. You have it. It's inherently in you, and you just need to let it shine. Dust that dirt off your shoulder and
Yes.
so, yeah. But I mean, like I said, it's an everyday thing. I think ego is always here talking to us, and it's a practice, but practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Or
And clearly following your dreams, even in the voice of ego, is something that is beneficial. I mean, how would you feel if you had not done your t-shirt company?
at the time, I was in such a dark place that I don't even know where I would be. I was in like, it really brought me out into the light. Like, I was just depressed, and I had no self-worth at all. So I feel like this is the best thing that's ever happened. It's and it's just the little bit compared to what's going to blow up in the future. Like, I have some big announcements coming in 2018, and I'm just so happy that the universe has this path for me, and I'm on it. Like, I'm
Yes.
just ready to
Yes.
blow up, and yeah.
So anyone
And,
watching this, oh, go ahead.
and everything happened so fast. Like, once I just was in that vortex, I guess, like Abraham would say, it and I sobered up. I mean, not everyone has to be sober, but I needed to be sober. So sobriety is a great key to my success and my happiness. And after that was the start of 2017. And this whole year has been like a whirlwind of awesomeness, and great things have been happening for Val and I. And it just is just the start of something huge. So
yes, it
really
is. I really hope anyone watching this who hears a story of how much your life can positively change just by following your heart, right? A lot of times we're so scared to, but if you didn't, then none of this beautiful stuff would have happened. So if anyone out there's watching this thinking, I have this project I want to start, but I don't know where to begin, or I'm too scared to start, or no one's going to like it, any of that stuff, just know that all those voices are not your reality. And
yes,
just
and
take action.
you were put on this earth to share your abilities and powers. And I mean, and it's never too late. Like, one thing I was afraid of, I'm like, I'm 35. Like, I didn't go to FITM. I didn't go to school to be a fashion designer or artist. And just like, the age is just a number. Like, you can restart.
Yes.
Have a rebirth.
Rebirth!
And yay. And do your thing at whatever age. I mean, it's amazing. Like that, and that's another fear that I had to overcome. That, like, my age. Like, I'm like, I went to school with people that are dentists now, but then in my head, that's telling me that I'm not as good. I'm lack. But then, to be honest, I don't want to be a dentist. I don't like blood. I want to be an artist, and I'm gonna own that. And I'm not gonna let ego make me think that I'm inferior to these people. So I was comparing myself to like individuals I graduated with, which is ridiculous.
Right.
We're all connected.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anytime you find yourself in comparison mode, you are clearly disconnected from love. So that's a beautiful way. Sometimes we're not even sure how to recognize when ego has its grip on us, because we're just like, at least when I first started my journey, I didn't know all the ways ego had gripped me. And one of them is anytime you're in comparison, you're clearly not trusting in love and in source. So that's a really good thing to look out for.
Yes. Yes.
What would you say your favorite part about running your business is?
Freedom. I worked in corporate America, and I worked and as a stylist as well. I was doing both. It was like 16-hour days. And all in all, when I got down to it, I just thought, Val and I have been together for 10 and a half years now, and we just want to be together all the time. So we want to work together from home or from wherever and travel, and just, so I can do my business wherever I want. I don't have a boss. I am my own boss. And I just, the freedom, the time freedom is mostly what I love about this. And also I love creating for others. Like, I love it when I see someone wearing my creation. Like, it just warms my heart so much. And this is why I hashtag Rebirth Nation, because I'm going to dress every single person in this country, world. Well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people. And I love the feeling. Like, I love, it's like a meditative, when I create paintings on shirts and canvases, it's like my own version of meditation. Like, I just get in a trance. It calms me. It makes me so happy when I have a finished product. I can be kind of cranky during if Val's talking to me. That's only because I'm discouraged sometimes, but that's ego. But I love the financial freedom, the time freedom, and I love the outcome and the smile on people's faces and how they wear my product with pride. And it just really I never thought I would be here. And I'm so overjoyed that I am.
So it sounds like you love everything about it.
I love everything. I love everything.
Yes, I'm so glad.
And I love compliments. So you guys can tell me how great I am.
So good for people to hear, though. Like, to see an artist following their dreams and succeeding at it, it's not something talked about enough. It's so doable, especially when it's so aligned with why you came here at this time.
Yes, and it's also like, don't get discouraged. It doesn't happen overnight. Like, really, I've been painting shirts for a year, but my journey started when I was a kid, battling through people saying I couldn't do it, and ego, and having to work a corporate job, thinking that's what I was supposed to do, a 9 to 5, being fired, then running away from it and thinking I wasn't good enough, and then comparing myself to other artists, and it just isn't, it just believe in yourself, and that's all I can say.
Absolutely beautiful. So on that note, what I am curious about is what your favorite design is that someone has requested of you, if you can choose.
Well, I have a lot because I have different collections. So, I mean, one of them is the Wonder Woman one you have on, which is my artistic interpretation of Wonder Woman. It's not Gal Gadot, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Or her. She's perfect. But I do have some other favorites. I have them right here. Hold on.
Yay!
This one is one that I made Val.
Yes, I love that one. I think that's what Val was wearing the day I met him.
Yes, this was at Spirit Junkie. And actually, I've made this for Gabby Bernstein, and I've made it for Andy Love as well. So I have like these owls throughout the nation, which I'm really excited about. The others. So I also, this is one of my favorites I just started doing. And this is mine. This is one of the examples that someone ordered it, and I was like, oh, that's too good. I got to make myself one. So this is Joan Crawford.
Oh, wow.
Joan Crawford. And on the back, I have a wire hanger. And then you can see right here, I think my initials are right here. Let me see.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And then here, I do couple ones. So here's one that, because I know that you love superheroes.
Yes, I do.
Is Man of Steel.
Oh my gosh, I love
it. The girls.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And it could be a brunette if you're a brunette. Like they're custom made, hand painted. All of them are 100% unique. Not one is the same. So another one that this is when I met you in Spirit Junkie level 1 in New York. The wings. The picture that you showed, Colette Miller. That really inspired me, that I started making individual wings for people. So like based on their personalities and like what their interests were and stuff, I started like I would do a little mini interview and then make a one of a kind custom made hand painted angel wing shirt. And this is Val's.
So beautiful.
And then mine, I don't know why, but I just was feeling fierce that day. So I have Cheetah. And then Christmas is coming up, so I thought I'd throw something in there too.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, so, and then I also this week, started doing more canvases, which is like my first kind of playing with canvases. Val has done canvases, and I have a few of them here. I have one of Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Yes. That's what I was going to say. I didn't know if you were going to bring it up. So my favorite so far is the one that Andy got the doctors in.
The doctor's in. It just came to, it just came to me. She was the first to have it, and it just came to me, and it's probably my favorite right now, because as I go on, I have favorites, and it's usually someone else, like someone, my new idea. That's my new favorite. Oh, that's my new favorite. But right now, the last shirt I've done is the doctor is in, and that's my new favorite. And I haven't made myself one yet, but I will probably.
I think that's my next order. The doctor's in.
Isn't it? I love it. And he's an amazing man. He walks with us. I think
he's so in.
Right? He's totally part of the Spirit Guy group. Our Spirit gang. I think he's right here with me. Right here.
We roll deep.
Yeah. I love it. I just showed you like not everything I own. That's like 1/3 of what I have.
Definitely. Because I requested a custom superhero from you, and it is epic. Like, if anyone has custom stuff they want from Adam, like, you're gonna be blown away. You're just so talented.
The one thing that I've been doing lately that really, really it just makes me so, so happy is I've been doing loved ones. And I had someone order 4 shirts, and she sent me a picture of her father in the 70s. And he passed away a few years ago. And on his birthday, she gave the shirts to her sisters and surprised them. So I
Oh,
painted like the picture. I had another woman send me a picture of her grandmother who raised her, but it was her senior picture, like when she was 18, and I recreated that. And lately, and I know a lot of people watching are gonna totally understand this, I'm getting a lot of orders for fur babies, dogs.
yeah,
I
I
just,
should definitely order Jordan.
right? I'm like, and they turn out so good. So
Yes.
really, I've been getting a lot of commission to do like portraits of loved ones, which is just such a deeper meaning. Like I put so much love into that, and I talk to the individual about this person, and when I'm painting them, like I can just feel just that presence with me. It's by far my favorite is the loved ones that I've done.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it really it it is. I'll
I
toot
mean,
my own
what
horn.
other
It is
t-shirt
amazing.
company can you get such like intuitive spiritual balance in your clothing like this?
Right?
I don't know. I don't know any.
That's kind of, yeah, that's how I feel my pieces are. So I think you nailed it right on the head. That's perfectly. I'll have to capture that.
Intuitively, spiritually balanced.
I love it.
Absolutely amazing. Well, Adam, what advice would you have to give any creatives out there watching this who have this dream, this project, something that they want to do, but are just feeling so much resistance and fear towards? What advice would you have for them?
Just do it. Give it a try. Seriously,
Whoosh.
I feel like if I mean, the best way to grow sometimes is to fail. So keep trying, and if it's inside, it's meant to come out. I mean, like I said, like we were talking before, Rebirth was originally a jewelry line.
Right,
And it
right.
was another thing. And then finally like I found myself and I was in a good place and I created these Rebirth with the paintings, and it just like I may have fallen 89 times, but I got up 90. So just continue
Yes.
to do your thing. The world needs you and your creative abilities. Don't let anyone else tell you anything different.
I love that. Thank you, thank you. And I love your quote, sometimes the best way to grow is to fail. Right? Like we look at it as failure, but it's actually just another chance to grow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got to
It's amazing.
reframe how we look at that. Yeah.
And I will be the first to say I failed a lot, but I'm growing so much. I've grown so much.
It's so true though. Like every time I fail, it's just led to more growth. So like I don't even know if I should use the word failure, right? Because that's
No,
growing, it's not failing.
it's like a hiccup. It's
Yeah.
and also like when you think something, like you think the outcome is like you're so like you can see it. You're like, okay, I need to make this work. I need to make this work, and it doesn't. Sometimes it's the best thing that ever happens because it opens up another door.
So true. So true. Yes, exactly. So, you know, when you were randomly let go.
Oh my God, I was just thinking that. Oh my God, girl. I was like, when I was fired, I mean, at first it took me 5 years to get over that, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah, as Gabby would say when people tell her that they lost, Gabby Bernstein, if someone said I lost my job, she always goes, congratulations.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I love it.
Well, I heard a little birdie told me that you might have something exciting to announce. Is this right?
I do. Well, we just finished Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, Sunday, and all those things. And I just thought that I would offer a little something too. And this is the first time I've ever done this, and I'm opening it until December 5th, just to make sure that I can get them all done. But from now until December 5th, if you order 2 shirts, you get 1 free. So buy 2, get 1 free.
I'm
Woo!
so
I'm gonna be busy, and I can do anything. I know I can do anything. I believe in myself. So you can send me a portrait of a loved one, or a picture of your pet, or say I want this superhero, or pretty much anything.
You
I'll do
seriously
it.
can do anything.
Yeah. So just I don't have a website right now. 2018, I'm gonna blow up. That website. Like I said, big things are coming. But you can direct message me, Adam Podsednik. You can look at my designs so far on my Instagram. It's at Adam Podsednik. And if you have any ideas, just message me or or you can message Val White, who's my fiance, business partner, assistant, everything.
Beautiful, beautiful.
He's my everything. That's it. He's my everything.
No big deal. Just my everything.
Yeah, he's there with a face mask on. So
he's some superhero.
Yep, I love it. Well, this was so awesome. I love talking to you. I miss you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure having you. Thank you for letting me pick your brain and getting some inspiration for people out there who are just getting started and need some help believing in themselves. Thank you. And we'll make sure to add the links in whatever like comments or description of this, because
everything.
People are gonna want the buy two get one free for the holidays, especially.
I'm so excited.
Literally do anything, like any request you have.
Yes.
Your wish is his command.
Like Genie. Like I feel like I'm in the Genie bottle here.
You're the T-shirt Genie.
T-shirt Genie. Oh. That's name. All right. Well, I love you.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.